This video document is for the Architectural Committee of Sundance Active Adult in Buckeye. Carol sent me an email saying that she couldn't accept the video because I didn't have a written documentation. This is the written documentation. This document was handed in on the 26th while I attended the board meeting. Here's the timestamp from the HOA. It's got my name and address, but the meat of the document here, I'll read you to it because there isn't a lot of room on this document for any explanation. So I'm going to put down what I wrote in case you have trouble reading. I live in our community year-round. I have lived through air conditioning failures at the worst times. I will present through YouTube and web links the hows and whys of installing a mini split heat pump as a backup to my singular AC system. Please look for the emails and the videos. Okay, and there I am. I'm sorry. You got my written presentation. The trouble with doing big projects like that, if you have to plan them out on paper, they're very, very time consuming. And I don't know what you want for the documentation. When you send me a letter saying we need documentation, what do you need? Do you need the manufacturer and serial numbers off the equipment I'm buying, the people I talk to? Do you need the dollars and cents? Do I have to plan it all out on paper where you have a set of engineered blueprints? That takes time. Sunday evening, yesterday, they had an eBay ad for the units that I want. I could have got a 24,000 unit. These are 212s. And the reason I want to get these 212 units is they're 22.5 SEER. The 24,000 unit, the highest I could get was 20 SEER. By getting two $12,000 units, and I've already bought this unit. The pictures I'm about to show you is I bought this exact unit from this company 2 years ago and put it in my sister's house. So I have all the faith in the world that this unit's going to work. And I have two of them. And this is my bid. You've made a best offer, $795 for 12,000 BTU ductless AC mini. All right, the regular price is $895, and I made an offer. It was one of these things where they said make an offer, and the reason I did it is this: the 22 SEER. I kept seeing all the 24s in this brand only went up to 20 SEER. This is 22. This is going to save me shekels. It's going to save me money on my bill. It's going to reduce my carbon footprint. Okay, now if you want to, the reason I bought this one is it comes with the line set. This company happens to send, this is about a $60 item right here. This is about a 15-foot or 25-foot line set that I'd have to buy aftermarket if I bought another one from another brand. So that's why I'm buying it here. But it says view item. Here's the item right here. It was $895. I offered for two of them. I made an offer for two for $795 a piece, and there it is. Now, what happened this morning when I got up was accepted offer. So I've been accepted at $795. So I've saved. From what I would have paid on eBay 2 years ago, I've saved $400 on two items. All I have to do is complete this purchase, and this will come out of a California warehouse. It'll probably be here in less than a week. And in that week, I can start the process of running wire, buying breakout box, buying circuit breakers, installing all that. I'll line up the appointment with the air conditioning man. They've already agreed to come out and do a leak test and an evac test, and So I'm ready to go, and I want to pull the trigger on this. So please help me out. Do whatever you can to help me out. That's what the outside unit is going to look like. It's going to be a duplicate of this. This is the one I set in my sister's house. All right, it's going to look like that same exact line set. There's the breakout box. There's the line cover. There's the plastic pad it sits on. I might buy one of those or cement, but that's the unit. This is the inside unit. Okay? That's what it's going to look like on the inside. I'm going to have one in my bedroom and one in my living room. They're going to be two independent 12,000 BTU system. Carolyn, please email these videos. I spent a lot of time to build them. So how about please email them to the committee. You must have their address. People can preview these videos. And my living room is on the other side of this wall. Okay? At the top of those windows on the inside is where I want to put the inside unit. It'll be in my living room. And I'm going to put it there, and I want to place the unit right here in this corner under this window. The reason it's shaded, that's a big thing. It'll be out of the way. The unit will probably just go up to the window, the bottom of the window. Somewhere along this line, I'm going to place the unit. I figured out that where that rain box is, and I'll point to it, where this rain box is right here, that's going to be moved. And this conduit, both of the conduits going to be moved, because what's going to happen is I'm going to have the unit sitting here. I'm going to run the lines, the refrigerant lines over here, and where this box is, they're going to go up there. So it's going to be about a 15-foot run. Now, this circuit breaker unit, I'm going to open it up. I'm going to put a 220 breaker in it. And I've got conduit like this right here in the house. So I'm going to run conduit and have it down going to the unit that's sitting down here where I'm pointing. I just got is a relatively brand new train. That's a 3-year-old train right there that's I consider bulletproof. That's going to be my redundancy. That's going to be my backup. But because it's noisy and it consumes a lot of electricity, I'm going to go with the other, a newer unit. I'm going to install, from where I go out of the circuit breaker panel, I'm going to install a breakout box between the circuit breaker panel like this and the outside unit. So the outside unit, tentatively, I'd like to set right there underneath that window, run the refrigerant lines over to where you see this box, which is my sprinkler control box. That's sacrificial. It can be moved. It doesn't have to be there. And I'm going to go up the wall there with my refrigerant lines that are going to be covered with plastic line cover. And I'll paint. What I did is I'm going to buy two 12,000 units. And two 12,000 units, the reason I did that, I'll get the same 24, which will be plenty for a 1,000 square foot house. But what it is the efficiency and the redundancy. I'm going to have two separate 12,000 units. I'm going to have one here on this side of the house coming out of the circuit breaker panel. I'm going to put a second 220 breaker in this panel right here, and I'm going to run a wire up the wall until I get up to the attic right there. As soon as I get it to the attic, I'm going to run the wire over to the other side of the house. So please take a walk with me, and I'll show you where I'm going and where I want to put the other unit. This is my patio. Now we're looking at my bedroom. That's the bay window off my bedroom. That's my bedroom. It's one of the larger rooms in the house. Right about here where you see that line is where I'm going to have to put the other outside unit. It's going to be identical to the unit that's over there by the circuit breaker panel. What's going to happen is that wire, that second breaker I told you I'm going to put in, it's going to come out of the wall right up here. I'm going to have one conduit coming out of the wall dropping down to a breakout box right here. I'm going to have a pad, either a plastic pad. I have the choice of hanging the unit off the wall, off of wall hangers, which I might do to get it up off the ground. I have a choice of doing a cement pad if I want, or I can buy a plastic pad made for those outside units. There's several ways I can go. And I've already talked to the service technician, and they're willing to come out. So he's going to work with me. They said all I have to do is call them. So you're going to have an outside unit there that's about 23 inches high, about 30 inches wide, and 11 inches deep. It's going to be ivory white, a white outside unit. If need be, I'll put a barrier around it. If you want cement, what I'd like to do is take engineered wood and make some slatted barriers where it's a blind. It's like a plantation blind. It breathes, air can flow through it, but you can't see through it, and I'll paint it the color of the house. I'm going to put 2 breakers in that panel. I'm going to have 2 conduits coming out. One conduit's going to go up the wall through the attic to the other side where my bedroom is, where we just came from. The other conduit is going to go to a breakout box right here, and the unit's going to sit there under that window or underneath this right here. But it's in the shadow, which is good. And but I'm going to close for now, and I hope you accept this as documentation. I can't get much clearer as to what my intentions are.